Hi, in this video I want to show you how to make naan bread dough. So I'm just going to go through some of the ingredients that we'll be using. Let's do that. So I've got 1 kilogram of plain flour, some natural yogurt, we need some salt, some sugar and fast action dried yeast, and also I'll use some sesame seeds. So these are the ingredients that we'll be using. So the next step, I'm going to show you how to mix the flour and make the yeast. I'm just now going to show you how to mix the yeast with the hot water and yogurt and add salt and sugar. This is to make the dough rise. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. So all we need is a teaspoon of yeast, dried yeast. So I'm going to add my teaspoon. That's all you need. I'm going to add to that yeast 1 cup of water. And 1 spoon of salt. 1 teaspoon of salt. A bit more. That's it. And 2 tablespoons of sugar. And what we do now, we're just going to mix that. Also, natural yogurt. I'll put 2 of them in there. 2 tablespoons of yogurt. And we're going to mix that. And we'll mix that and we'll let it set for about 5 minutes and let it bubble up. And then we'll add that to our dough. I'm going to mix it and let it. Okay. That's it. So we let that set for 5 minutes and let it bubble up, and then we're ready to add it to our flour. At a stage where we're going to actually add the flour and mix the flour down, make our dough. And as you can see, I've got my yeast mix. I left it for about 5 minutes and I'm going to add the flour now. So just topple it in. But rather than use my hands at this stage, I found that I'm going to use a tablespoon, and I'm going to use that first and get that going and keep one hand clean. And you can see we're waiting for it to clump up. Yeah, we can keep adding flour to it. And so you can see all clumping up there. I'll add a bit more flour, get it all clumping up. And then if we don't want it sticking to our hands too much, you're forever washing them. So you can see all clump up, yeah? And we get it together. Add a little bit more flour. Okay. You can see it's clumping up. It ain't going to be so bad on your fingers then. Okay, now I'm going to get my fingers in there. Because a little bit more flour on top. I'm going to get my fingers in there, and you see it's not as bad on my fingers, not sticking too much on my fingers, you see. So otherwise your fingers are all stuck with flour. But we're going to keep going. It's still a bit soft at the moment. I'm going to add a bit more flour to it and knead it in, and then I'm going to be working this and kneading this in a minute on the table. In fact, I can take it out now and put it on my table. Yeah, it's no longer watery. And I'm going to start kneading that. I can add a bit more flour to the table, and we'll be soaking up some of the flour as we knead. So around, yeah, take a bit of the flour, work it in there, and just see if it sticks too much, just work it in there, and then we're going to start working that dough. Yeah, work that dough. Take a bit of flour off the sides, yeah, and then we're working that dough. If it sticks, a bit more flour, and we're trying to work it. And it's just like doing this. We're making a bit more flour and it sticks. That's it. Yes. And we're working it and kneading it for 5 to 10 minutes and get all that flour mixed in well. And we don't want it all soft. We want it like a Play-Doh type of consistency. Yes, for the naan bread. Okay, it's coming together now, and I'm working it. It sticks to my fingers, a bit more flour on the sides, and then you work it. That's it, it's coming. Okay. Right, so at this stage, as we kneaded our dough, what we're going to do, put a bit of flour on the bottom of your bowl, and pick up the dough and place it. We don't want it sticking at the end. So put it at the bottom of that bowl with some flour. Put a bit of flour on top. And then we'll have to put some cling film over the top of it. And then we'll put that in a cool, dry place for about 8 hours. And you'll find that that dough will rise up double the size. And then it'll be ready to use to make your naan bread.